So I want to start off this review by saying yes, the Simpsons have gone on too long, and yes, they should either end the show or change up their format so they can make the show more interesting. Either have the next season skip a couple of years, let's say 3, or end the show at 30 seasons. I should also state my stance on the show as a whole. I like this show. Even to today, I will still watch a few episodes from time to time. Usually, I'll binge watch a few episodes in a season, wait a couple of weeks, and watch some more. Most likely, I will miss a show having a new episode every once in a while if it gets canceled, but I can always go back and watch the first few seasons. With all of that being said, this is Bart vs. Thanksgiving. This episode begins with Marge preparing a turkey, Homer watching TV, and Bart attempting murder.
Bart! Stop fighting with your sister!
After Bart and Lisa stop fighting over glue because Bart doesn't even want the glue in the first place, we see why Lisa wanted it. She has made a cornucopia for Thanksgiving to be the centerpiece of both Thanksgiving and our plot for today. There's quite a bit of stuff on the centerpiece, most likely to imply that the object took a lot of time to make and that this means a lot to Lisa.
As one of the Simpson women, would you like to contribute something to it?
As Lisa is working on her project, we see Bart, who is trying to help Marge make their food, and not really knowing what he's doing, he starts doing what he does best. Doing things that either really annoy people or slightly annoy people.
Mom, it's broken. Mom, it's broken.
Marge helps Bart open up a can of cranberry sauce, and he pours it onto a plate before walking away. As a side note, my family never really had cranberry sauce until a couple years ago, so even to this day, I've never really had it. This isn't important to the review, I just wanted to bring it up. So we see Homer still watching TV, and Marge tells him to go get his father. Anyone who hasn't seen the show, for all two of you who haven't, should know that Homer puts TV and beer over almost everything in his life, and he doesn't really like his father for many reasons. However, he says he'll go get his father at halftime. Halftime comes quick as someone knocks at the door, and it's Marge's sisters, Patty and Selma. Homer immediately leaves, and I don't blame him. Marge's family was always one of the worst parts of the show to me. We see Marge's mom show up, and this completes the cast of the family for dinner.
So I'll just say one thing. You never do anything right.
We then cut to Homer trying to light a fire as he's insulted by his sister-in-law, and Marge calls for dinner.
Dinner! Dinner time, everybody! Dinner!
The hell with it!
Lisa comes down to unveil her centerpiece, which impresses everyone at the table, and as Lisa is talking about her centerpiece, Bart comes in to interrupt her with the main course.
Dun, 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 dun.
Bart, being the jerk he is, immediately tries to remove Lisa's centerpiece, causing the two to start fighting over it. Marge, one of the more rational people in the family, tells them that there should be enough room for the two items, which there is. There's an open space right next to Homer that most likely won't be used. While fighting, Lisa starts yelling about how long she worked on the cornucopia right before she loses her grip on it, and Bart flings the centerpiece into the unlit fireplace, which immediately goes up in flames and burns all of Lisa's hard work. Lisa starts screaming about how Bart doesn't care about what he just did, which he doesn't, and their parents finally pull the two off of each other. Lisa then runs off crying, and Bart, who doesn't realize that he has done anything wrong yet, is sent to his room without dinner until he apologizes.
You ruined Thanksgiving!
After they say a prayer, Lisa starts playing her sax, and Marge goes upstairs to talk to her daughter. Then she tells Bart he can come downstairs when he's ready to apologize for real, and he's going to do it in front of the family.
Apologize? For what? Clearing the table? Having a sense of humor? They think they can start an apology out of me?
Anyway, Bart decides to run away to teach his parents a lesson. His dog Santa's little helper tags along, and they go looking for their own Thanksgiving dinner. Bart goes to Mr. Burns' house, which doesn't end well, and then we cut back to Lisa, who is writing a poem about Bart.
The best meals of my generation destroyed by...
We cut back to Bart as he is looking for food, so he crosses to the wrong side of the tracks, and he donates plasma, getting $12 and passed out on the side of the street.
$12 and a free cookie. What a country.
As he wakes up, he is greeted by two homeless people who take him to a shelter to get some food. Ken Brockman is there doing a be thankful for what you have story, and we cut back to the Simpsons house where Lisa comes down to share the poem she wrote.
Howl of the Unappreciated by Lisa Simpson.
Not even halfway through, she is once again interrupted as Bart is on the TV taunting his parents about not having to apologize.
There is, Kent. Ha ha, I didn't apologize.
By the way, if there's one thing that's never addressed is how everyone stops paying attention to Lisa the second Bart is doing literally anything. We cut to Bart leaving the homeless shelter with the two homeless people, and after realizing how good he has it with his family, Bart offers the $12 to the homeless people and starts heading home. After that, we see Marge and Homer talking to the police worried about Bart. Everyone then leaves right before Bart gets home, and we see Bart walk up to the door and debate on going back inside. We see his thoughts where he and Lisa apologize to each other before...
Get down on your knees and beg for forgiveness.
Yeah, beg me, Bart.
I'm bald.
I'm sorry.
It's your fault I'm old.
Fault I can't talk. I'm sorry.
It's your fault America has lost its way.
Bart decides not to go inside, instead going to the roof where he finds a lot of his lost toys and can hear Lisa crying about him. He tells her that he's on the roof and Lisa climbs up and finds him. Lisa asks why he destroyed her centerpiece. After they talk, Lisa tells him why he should apologize, and he realizes what he did wrong. He finally says sorry, and we pan down to see Homer and Marge listening in on them.
You know, Marge, we're great parents.
They all sit down for leftovers, and that was Bart vs. Thanksgiving. I like this episode, I really do. When The Simpsons teach a lesson, it's either one person learning a lesson, or it's multiple people learning a lesson. As far as I'm aware, this is the only episode of The Simpsons where a character learns 2 lessons. I give this episode a 7 out of 10. It isn't perfect, but it's pretty good. Hey guys, I just wanted to say thanks for watching, and if you want to keep up with the content on this channel, go ahead and subscribe to it. And remember, we're always going to be looking for future videos, so anytime you want to throw out a suggestion, just put it in the comments below, and hopefully I can get to that when I can. Anyway, thanks for watching, and have a good day.